बैक गाइस, ऐसे जिक्र मेरा आज के 9th एपिसोड में। पिछले एपिसोड में हमने एक और ऑर्डर मेंबर को मार दिया था और हम 2 अब तक ऑर्डर मेंबर को मार चुके हैं। तो वही हम इससे तबीत से बात करने जा रहे हैं। हाँ भाई, आ रहा हूँ चल भाई।
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
इंग्लिश में बात करो भाई।
Basim! I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabid, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool.
खुद की तारीफ खुद ही कर रहा है, वाह।
It can be used for good or ill, and the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
हाँ, पता लगा था कोई डिवाइस
I've
बना
heard
रहे थे ये
rumors
तो।
of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people, lethally. I have stopped them for now, but someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
सब एल से नाम है इनका, ये भी ठीक है।
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a Great Symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend. Go, spy out this Fazil with care. But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Before I act, I will be sure.
चलो भाई, देखा जाए अब इनका लीडर को मारा जाए। हाँ है।
The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom.
I am excited about Fazil. He will share the wisdom of the universe.
Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Fazil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
अबे तुम्हारी रिफ्रेशमेंट कैसी की तैसी, सीधा बताओगे नहीं, मतलब आराम करो तुम लोग।
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden.
इनका भी अलग ही चल रहा है।
Upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
क्या? और कुछ यहाँ पे हम क्लू ढूंढ सकते हैं क्या? इससे पहले हम जाएं ईस्टर्न आउटर कोड।
ظلال أشبه أشباح يترصدون المدينة بوعي لا أعرف لماذا أتحدث عنهم حتى
इधर के रेस्ट कर रहा है वो, इधर ही कहीं होना चाहिए, ढूंढेगा तो मिल जाएगा। ढूंढते हैं, क्या पता कोई क्लू मिले हमें आसपास। इससे बात करते हैं। निहाल,
I told you I'd see you around. I want to show you something.
ओके, दिखा भाई क्या मिला है, इसको भी देखें।
These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
ऑलरेडी देख चुका था ना यहाँ पे, पिछले एपिसोड पे
Ahmed
तो
and
आया
his
था।
brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders.
ये तो मुझे याद है, मैंने देखा ही था। खास तो है नहीं।
It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people out among the stars.
Nonsense.
यू आर टू लेट रेडी, इसे मैं देख चुका हूँ ऑलरेडी। मुझे पता है किसके अंदर भी होगा। एक मिनट, खुला हुआ है, इधर भी था ना एक। इधर भी कैटेगराम है क्या? हाँ, इधर भी एक है।
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan.
ये है क्या लेके?
Or a training chart of the hidden ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
वाह। Anything else? देख चुका हूँ मैं। अच्छा, लास्ट में देखना था। ठीक है।
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
ओके, ये फिगर देखने आए थे, दुनिया भर का देख लिया। अब अबे कौन है भाई तू? ये ट्रांसलेटर है। Let's see.
Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but
I guess we must always...
وداعا.
अच्छा, वही वाला जिसको हमने बचाया था। हाँ ठीक है, एक अंदर भी कोई दिख रहा है।
That astronomer might be one of them. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give...
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense.
On which topic?
I have written extensively about sundials,
सनडाइल्स के ऊपर
astrolabes,
लिखा
stars
ये
and
वाला
planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating,
भाई
Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work. That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it.
now what इससे बात करें
Impressive door.
Those who came before.
What? Never mind.
हाँ can I go no I can't okay
There is that poet Abid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
भाई
Spirit of the sands.
है इसको ढूंढ रहा हूँ कब से कहाँ है लोरेंस वाला यहाँ पे है ही नहीं है
Symmetry of sky and sea.
You have read my work.
A lover of poetry, nothing more.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad.
The rivalry between you two is legendary.
You are most diplomatic.
तो वो तो ठीक है अली किधर है
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin.
वाह भाई वो मिला ही नहीं बंदा चलो लेक्चर सुनने चल रहे हैं अब हम फाइनली बंदे ने पागल कर दिया मैंने पूरा ढूंढ लिया ये ईस्ट कैसे हुई ईस्ट है क्या अच्छा ऐसे ईस्ट ये भी ठीक है चलो भाई अटेंड किया जाए जो भी है आजा निहाल अटेंड करते हैं
Pardon me. Is Fazil...
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad. Indeed, I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom. Today,
तारीफ कर ली हो तो बात भी कर ले
shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people, though I am old. Today I speak of mystery. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please.
मैं बचा लिया कोई ना कब तक बच पाएगा तू कहाँ ही भाग रहा है
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom, the house you led astray. But I will find you, and I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work.
चलो भाई एक और बंदा मारा जाए रखा बंदा अंदर जाके छुप गया है क्या
It is true.
Obviously easy तो होगा नहीं
The order in Abbasiya. I need to hunt him down.
हाँ you have to think अंदर कैसे जाया जाए
The old fraud Fazil that you hide him. I used to complain about the circumcision.
Did you see the powerful terror on the great scholar's face?
You look like somebody about to get his skull drilled.
How revolting.
Forget I
How
mentioned it.
exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures.
He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
ये तो हिट करते हैं, इतना तो पता लग
Hidden
गया है.
passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop
Secret
gardener
room.
mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
ये
Go, Enkidu.
अंदाजा है तरीका. पहले तो इनको स्पॉट करो. क्या है? केस के बेसमेंट एक्सेस होगा और कुछ. इससे पूछते से बात करते हैं.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden...
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building...
I'm aware of no such location on the...
हाँ, इसको पता है. ये ले बे तू प्राइव
Perhaps
ले.
a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family...
A wise choice. Now, about...
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch.
एक बेसमेंट है. ठीक है. एक और रास्ता है हमारे पास जाने के लिए. इससे ही बात कर लिया जैसी बात पे. क्या पता इससे कुछ पता लगे.
Gatekeeper, let me pass. Those who came... What are you talking... Those who came before... Let me get back to...
ओके. यहाँ के लिए क्लू चाहिए. मैं समझ गया. ठीक है. ऊपर वाले में बात कैसे करूं?
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
चलो.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork? I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Harib. Forget the poet. We better find Fazl's book or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
In the round city. They are all wolves. I don't envy him the task.
ऊपर जाना चाहिए. रिस्क में. बॉडी यहाँ से हटा देता हूँ वरना स्पॉट हो जाएगा.
That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom.
बच गया.
Basim Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
जाने का वेट करना पड़ेगा. रिस्की है. जा जा जा. मैं कुछ नहीं देखा भाई. किसको मार रहा हवा में तू?
You know, it wasn't Sajjad that led the charge into the riot. It was me.
तीनों को मार दिया एक साथ. नाइस.
Bathe in your end.
ऊपर चढ़ पे एक चेस्ट भी है।
Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
या श्योर बड़ी, पर मेरे को ढूंढ तो ले मैं कहाँ पे हूँ। हाँ कुछ क्लू दिख रहा है।
I'm always ready, and I've got your back. Hold on.
I don't think so. वहाँ कैसे जाऊँ? इधर भी कुछ है। हाँ भाई मैं स्पॉट नहीं हूँगा। चलो 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 चलो, स्टेयरवे तक मुझे कैसे जाना वो सोचना पड़ेगा। इधर भी कुछ है क्या? अब
I better not use my weapons here.
I'm not using any weapon, so chill. अच्छा इधर है भाई।
I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.
लॉल, आई थिंक उन्हें कोई वो मिल गया हुआ है, एंट्री दे सकते हैं। बालकनी में जाने का रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा।
I better not use my weapons here.
अबे यहीं से तो मैं गया था, मतलब है। क्या यार, वहाँ पर आके वहीं पे आ गया। जल्दी थोड़ी ना। भाई फाइनली मिला.
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is Those Who Came Before Are Those Who Shall Return. This has to be it.
भाई कहाँ से इसने बना लिया ना इस्तेमाल. I think अब तो एंट्री मिल जानी चाहिए. भाई इतनी मेहनत करवा लिया.
I better not use my weapons here.
I'm not using it. It's chill. तू पहले चल ले भाई. भाग ले. मिलेगी.
Gatekeeper, those who came before are
those who shall return.
correct. You may proceed.
वाह भाई. Thank you. I guess. क्या इसके अंदर मुझे चेस्ट मिली है क्या? हमें इतनी मेहनत की चेस्ट देनी चाहिए. ये सीक्रेट है. और देखते हैं अभी बंदा कहाँ कब तक बेसमेंट में छुपा रहेगा.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
तो जेल है. Fuck!
Time to die! Hold on.
I think spot तो नहीं हुआ मैं.
What the? Dead. On me. Together we've got this. Danger is the path. Oh, what? There you are. I'm the mood to spill some blood. No! What?
Wrong one. There. ये हग दिया. क्या हग रहा हूँ आज मैं.
Original. Can't do it harder than that.
Okay.
Oblivion.
You wanna play this, huh? Play this then.
Someone is going to pay for this. Puny run. I wonder. When I touch the horse on, blood will flow.
Nope. Nice, ये अच्छा था. आगा बट ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. अंदर क्या हो रहा है भाई. ऐसी ऐसी आवाजें आ रही है.
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil.
Please, take me back there. I don't belong here.
आजा आजा देख क्या है यहाँ पे.
Hey, what's that? Hey, you! Go toward the...
Shut up.
Tabban, I need to flee.
मैं तेरे को मार दूंगा, ठीक है? फिर बोली तो पेशेंट रोड कहाँ है यार ये? लेकिन यहाँ पे एंट्री भी मिलनी चाहिए ना। इधर ड्रेस चेंज करके इनकी क्लोज जा सकता हूँ इजिली।
Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
वाह, मेरा वेपन क्यों लेकिन?
Next subject! In here, now!
क्या एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं ऐसा? जानना है मेरे को तो।
But the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work?
वो है क्या?
My allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the round city. Or one
के
of
सामने खड़ा हूँ, उनको पता ही नहीं है।
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
कोई ना ब्रो, कोई ना, मेरी बारी भी आएगी। लैक्विट कह रहा है। क्या करेंगे ऐसे? क्या ये लोग करना क्या चाह रहे हैं?
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What? Don't be afraid. Are you afraid?
तेरा लास्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट है, कर ले जितना करना है।
This is my great work. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder? And make so? We called this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the dungeon of ignorance. And upon science is the noblest
No.
No? Then what?
Bye.
Justice.
फाइनली बहुत दिमाग खराब किया भाई।
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness.
चलो भाई, एक और ऑर्डर मेंबर फाइनली गया। ऐसे निकलेंगे कैसे? बंदे अटैक करेंगे। नाइटमेयर अगेन।
I need to get out of here. Get back to the bed. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
ओके गाइस, ये एपिसोड यहीं एंड करते हैं। फाइनली एक और ऑर्डर मेंबर को मार दिया और मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में। बाय गाइस।